Good morning, you beautiful people, and welcome to Voyage of Despair 101. In this episode, we're going to be going over one of my favorite high round strategies. This is going to be a training strategy in the lower grand staircase area. This is a fantastic area to train in, and it's such a unique and interesting place that there's no set route, there's no set circle. You can do a lot of figure eights if you're comfortable with that. Personally, my favorite thing to do is a lot of cutbacks. I like to cut back inside near the grand staircase and then cut back outside around the tables. Go back through the center area, go back inside the grand staircase a little bit, and then cut back outside through the tables once again on the other side. But like I said before, you don't need to do that. You can run figure eights through one side of the table. You can keep this training spot to one side of this grand staircase area. And if you get in trouble, you can just hop onto the other side. You can group them together that way. Weave them in and out of the tables, group them all together, and then finally kill them that way. And one of the best parts about this is that there are so many different ways you can go. If you see a wall of zombies in front of you, you can go either up the stairs of the grand staircase, you can go behind the grand staircase, that's one that I've done a lot, or you can even go inside the little dining hall over there. That's something that I do a lot as well. There is just so much room within this area that you just need to improvise and have some fun. Moving on to weapons, the obvious choice is going to be the swordfish on the wall, as it's right there. You're going to want to pack-a-punch it, double pack-a-punch it 4 times, and as far as the alternate ammo types, it's really up to you, honestly. Now, personally, because of how close quarters this was, I found that Firebomb was really effective. Firebomb is super effective at getting dozens of zombies at a time to die instantly. However, Brain Rot, Kilowatt, and even Cryo Freeze can be viable here. It really is all personal preference. They are all very effective and very good. For your second weapon, I would highly recommend the Wonder Weapon, the Kraken. As far as the elemental upgrade to get on this, I would highly recommend either the fire or the ice element. I stuck with the fire because the fire shoots a really cool projectile that's super good for taking out the boss zombies. It is important to note you do want to train with this weapon out as well. You want that Kraken out just in case that one zombie pinches you where you don't want to be pinched or he corners you or whatever. This is a really cool, kind of like Thunder Gun, like a good get out of my way weapon. Moving on to perks, I found a really cool combination of perks that I like. That's going to be Stamina, Quick Revive, and Death Perception. Stamina because it's close quarters, you want to be fast, you want to be faster than zombies, shoot those gaps and all that. Quick Revive because you're bound to get hit a couple times and being able to revive yourself faster is just really beneficial. And Death Perception, I feel like people are sleeping on Death Perception. Being able to see zombies before they turn a corner, especially with how close quarters this little training spot is, infinitely beneficial. So effective. I love it. As far as that fourth perk, really, it's your choice, and there's so many good different choices. You can choose Bandolier for more ammo, Mule Kick for an additional weapon or an additional alternate ammo type. You can get Time Slip to get your specialist going faster. You can choose Secret Sauce if you're indecisive. Victorious Tortoise is great for your shield, and of course, Dying Wish is always fantastic. As far as which one to put in your modifier, again, that's kind of up to you. Whatever playstyle fits you better, that's how I would choose that modifier. Moving on to equipment, the Homunculus or the Monkey Bombs of the Chaos storyline would be fantastic in any sort of situations where you're uncomfortable. If you want to take care of a boss zombie, that would be infinitely beneficial. If you never get the Homunculus, then the Wraithfire is god tier. It's super effective, really good at taking out whole entire hordes, even in the higher rounds. Of course, the shield is very effective, especially if you pair it with Victorious Tortoise, and you want to make sure to get your Carpenter drops if you do have the shield. As far as your specialist weapon, you can really use anything except the Scepter. The Scepter really, in my opinion, isn't all that effective, but if you want to use the Viper and Dragon, that's great because the sword has a little monkey bomb effect on it. I used Thor's hammer here, the hammer, which is always super fun to use. And the 2 little chakras are also really awesome because it's close quarter, you're moving really fast, really beneficial. It's really up to you. Moving on to boss zombies, I always used the Kraken for the Stoker and the Blightfather. However, the Stoker is pretty simple and easy to take care of. If you put your Death Perception in the Odin slot, then you can get that bonus damage to the Stoker. You can take off his armor and shoot him very effectively. He's not that too difficult to deal with, honestly. However, the Fire Kraken is fantastic because you can get these boss zombies from a distance. With the Blightfather, he's chasing you. You can kill him with your Kraken from a distance. You don't have to worry about how many shots you're getting on target. You just point and shoot your cannon. Also, if you have the Ice Kraken, you can kind of slow them down and hold them up. And finally, moving on to the Elixirs, it's really up to you. Aftertaste is good, Temporal Gift is good, Anywhere But Here is good, Head Scan is fantastic for getting those rounds to go by super quick, Burnt Out is nice to have. It's really up to you. Use whatever you're comfortable with. And that'll just about do it for this video. As you've seen in the gameplay in the background, it is a really close quarter and honestly chaotic train, but this is what I love about training, especially here in Treyarch Zombies. As you can see in the background, it can get pretty hectic, especially with all these different boss zombies and stuff, but hopefully, as you'll see in the gameplay as well, there is a lot of room to work with here. There's lots of different ways you can go about this. There's lots of different times you can shoot the zombies. There's lots of different times that you can evade the zombies and choose a different alternate route. This is really, really good if you're learning zombies or if you're an expert and you just want to have some fun. However, I am nowhere near smart enough to create these strategies. I merely find them and then present them to you beautiful people. So credit where credit is due. I found this on a YouTube video by Meister420, and yes, the link will be in the description. And of course, if you have any questions about any of the stuff you saw in this video, I have Voyage of Despair 101 fully up now on my channel. Links to all of those tutorials will be in the icon above and the link in the description. So hopefully this guide was useful. Hopefully you guys can use this and go to high rounds now here on Voyage of Despair. If it was helpful, let me know by leaving a like on the video and subscribing for more Zombies 101. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next absolutely beautiful Zombies morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.
It's colder even now.